Hey, journeymen, journeywomen, this is a Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and I am having a technical difficulty. To be on now, I want, if anybody is on right now, just go online and just tell me, say, Dr. D, I can't understand a word you're saying because you are on silent. And and that'd be fine because I can adjust. And if I cannot adjust, I would evacuate the premises because the premises are invalid. If it cannot be heard, of course you can see me. Hey, I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm just letting you all know that I'll be back soon with some established videos. But right now I'm doing Heroes Update, and as you can see by the lovely picture on my thumbnail, that's a princess. And today I was going to just give a couple of things about how, or first, before I forget, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Hey, somebody may be on right now. Just comment and let me know what's going on with you. What's going on, and if there are any other videos you'd like me to do some and I'll put up. But right now I'm gonna tell you about some things that is some goals, objectives, some things that I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to go now. Previously, when I started this year, my objectives is to do like one video or a couple of videos a week. Pretty much one on Friday morning, then one Friday, and then to do a recap on Friday night, and usually around 9 o'clock, and then do a live, and then upload the live on Monday morning. I'm learning in life. Sometimes you need to adjust, and sometimes the adjustment is needed. Is needed to assess and then prioritize things as they have to go, so you can succeed. I was talking to my I was talking to my wife earlier, and she stated some things that she told me about. She was talking to someone earlier, and told me that the individual had a model to live the year by. I think a lot of times a motto or a mission word or mission statement that we need to probably stick the flag and cement ourselves with a point of projection so we can push towards something, and so we can have a goal. Because a lot of times if you're wondering without a goal, you're just wondering, and it end up being dark. And when it's too dark, you cannot see, and when you cannot see, you're lost. Sometimes, a lot of times, we live life as if it's guaranteed where we're going, but we don't take the time to research where we need to be. So we need to evaluate where we are and what station of life we're in and what we're willing to accomplish. And sometimes, if you don't have a goal to accomplish, a lot of times you're just wondering. You're like the children in the wilderness. They wandered for 40 years. They wandered for 40 years, and it's a 40-day journey. And those who you are familiar with the storyline of the children of Israel, they was destined to go to the promised land, which is Canaan. But they did not, they made it, but they made it 40 years later. Why does a 40-day journey take 40 years? I'll tell you why. It's because sometimes we want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. So therefore, we don't follow the instruction. We lose sight of the prize. We lose sight of the goal. And we end up in a state of non-gratitude, or entitlement. We feel like we need to go somewhere, we need to be somewhere, but we're not thankful from whence we come. Sometimes we actually, just like the children of Israel, we go back in back our head and start thinking about, well, it wasn't so bad. Well, the abuse wasn't so terrible. He only smacked me a couple of times. I want him neglected, I want him to be verbally abused 5 out of 7 days. So you look at all the things that you never liked then, but you go back in your head and you revisit going back there physically while you're still there mentally. And why do you revisit that? You revisit it because you are because it's comfortable. We generally would prefer to be in comfort while still at the same time in misery than we would be to be in success or progress or destiny based on our purpose. People prefer not to deal with any pain to get to their promise and stay in comfort and stay in their demise. It's a shame, but a lot of people live in that state. Why is it that it's acceptable to be in a comfort zone, but it's not acceptable to press toward that mark? See, the high calling that God has for your life is to fulfill your purpose. But you need to seek your purpose out of yourself to accomplish it out of you. Because when you leave, the only thing, when you leave this earth, when you transition, the only thing you will leave is the works and the memories of what you have done. What legacy will you leave? What imprint will you embed? What life will you change? And that's a good question. So if anybody's online now, you can just go ahead and text something. Well, I don't know, but whatever. It doesn't matter at that point in time. I'll see it later and I'll respond to the comment within 24 hours. So if you see this video in playback, that's fine as well. Okay, so what I was saying, I was talking to my wife earlier, and she was saying that a person was talking about her and her husband came up with a model of the year. It was called Recognize. And it can go so many different ways. When first thing when she said, I didn't think about anything spiritual more so than how we take things for granted. We don't recognize what we have until it's not there anymore. We don't recognize who we have until they have left. We don't recognize how much time we have wasted until we don't have any more time. Till we have 2 days to live, 3 days to live. Then we start getting flashbacks, how much time what we coulda, shoulda, woulda done. But the biggest issue that we have is that not that woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I didn't even try. Oh, that gotta be hurtful. And to go back in your mind to sit in a rock on a chair and that you didn't even try. You knew you can play baseball, but you didn't try to get on the team. You knew you had a 4.2 speed and you could beat everybody on the football field, but you're too scared to run. You're too scared to try. It may cause pain, whatever, but fear is a detriment of faith. It's nemesis. See, in my favorite book, it says the just shall live by faith. But are you just enough?